You won't know who I am from what you perceive. But if you listen when we speak, then you will receive a glimpse of who I am. And then you'll believe and have a life of peace, because your soul is at ease. You see, our source is the essence from which the
hold right on, give thanks, amen, not che. And we open the portal left. Well, the portal's always open as we intentionally engage in the portal with our own intention. It's the main thing, being intentional. Welcome to another Soulful Discussion on this Soulful Sunday. We'd like to get in with the intellectual and the emotional and the feeling of it all. So I generally have a discussion at 11, then at 1 o'clock transition to the sound bowls for those who are open, available, willing, wish to participate. Such as life, everything is options. Everything is a choice. Choose ye this day what you will do, who you will be, how to show up, etc., etc. As we talk about showing up, sounds like, what's that? Is that your phone or the doorbell? Maybe the doorbell. Maybe another show up. Oh, yes, St. Augustus is on there. Everything.
Everything's everything. All is well.
All the time. Yeah. So yeah, here we are. This is what we do, hold space on Sunday. Soulful discussion. Shoot from the hip. And the side of the neck and the mouth. Shoot from everywhere, Well, whatever's triggered. Just shoot. Pow, 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 pow. Pow, 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 pow. Yeah. So with that being said, what's happening in your world, young God?
Being humbled through a couple of cycles. Seeing expansion. Seeing a lot of expansion.
What that look like? What type of expansion?
It's painful. Growth is it's like a cocoon. Or like you put a person who's used to like so much little space in a big room. And I feel like anxiety sometimes or overwhelmed. But you have no choice but to take up space. You can't shrink. It's a presence of where you get to offer that light. Yeah. I'm seeing more ways of confirmation of how I can expand for greater good than I could ever. Along our journey in cycle, man, we already had glimpses of it, but to be where we am at, like on the path, I'm getting those confirmations of like the glimpses. It's like, okay, keep going.
Yeah. Saying something that was key, that makes all the difference in the world. You say when you find yourself in this is energy, a big energy, but yet you're in a bigger space, to expand and step up the field of space shop. So you can't step down. And in theory you can. And that what separates, as some would say, the haves from the have-nots. Those who be and those who want to be. Choosing to expand when the opportunity presents itself. It is that choice that makes one the chosen one, because you choose. A few are chosen. Or maybe she say few have chosen. Maybe that's more correct. Few have chosen.
Or the few, or the majority that don't see it, that see it as a choice.
Right.
To those who are chosen, we don't see it as a choice.
It's no choice, because this is what we're supposed to do, because we just wired to just, yeah.
It's doubt along the way, of course.
Yeah.
In any essence, but that only furthers the foundation, like you said.
Yeah. Solid. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So what is that choice? And I was thinking earlier, I had a conversation with self, outside of self, down by the water in the enchanted forest. As we planted ourselves, you know, like, as a tree by the water, as we said, literally root chakra to the ground. And the was just triggered just now about the choice thing. Choosing the assignment that came from sitting by the water at the crossroads. Choosing to align the experience with the truth of what my person knows about reality. They say now that's a different type of alchemy. This is that alchemy when you turning the self from lead to gold by aligning, choosing the perspective of the experience that aligns with the ultimate truth about reality and what's happening. And what happens, because it has been done before, it's not something that's an anomaly. Like, oh, we gotta do something new.
No, we're past the overzealous part.
Right, because we've experienced that. We know what that shit feels like. It feels complete whole, you know, because you align. You like, this experience line when we know that's it. When it don't align is when that tension and that ooh. Yeah. So now to choose when that feeling of awareness, of less alignment, you see, we gotta even change our vocabulary. We're aligned, but we're less aligned. It's not that we're not aligned, we're less aligned. They say speak in the terms of less and more these days. It's either more something or less something.
It's less absolute.
Yeah. And more absolutes, anyway. But yeah, because it makes sense. And we want to speak in the affirmative. To speak in the affirmative, you're saying, you're affirming it is, it's just a little, it could be more of it. That's all we're saying. Because right now it's a little less, but it is good. We got to settle with that shit. So this is foundation. This is how, when we see the experience, if it's unpleasant, immediately go to that as the default. Immediately go to that as a default of now we got to make that connection because it's a disconnect. Intellectually we know, but the feeling isn't there. When the experience comes and it's unpleasant, so we make the connection of the awareness saying, oh, we're simply less connected. Oh, there it is. Woo.
We need to affirm ourselves.
Affirm myself is less connected because it's a little unpleasant, so we're less connected. We're less aligned. We're less aligned right now. That's all that's happening. We're a little bit less aligned than we've experienced ourselves. We're a little less aligned than we yeah, man. Yes. Yeah. Because that shifts that vibration, saying that we automatically release some stuff. Because we automatically become aligned. We say, then we look for the alignment. Oh, that's what they say now. They say, oh, when you speak that way, we say, oh shit, we less aligned. And then instinctively we will say, well, let's get more aligned. Instinctively. Because we practice, my person practice in his self-time being aligned. So we say we less aligned. They say, oh, let's get aligned. The boss has spoken. Then they'll become obedient to the voice of I. When I speak to my person, when I speak to my person, it is learning, it is remembering to say, oh, this nigga know what you're talking about now. So we less aligned to get aligned.
We give thanks to the signs of less alignment.
Right. Give thanks for signs of less alignment. Give thanks for signs of less alignment. Yeah, give thanks for signs of less alignment. I'll tell you, before you got a comment, chime in.
And the conscious choice of not ignoring it.
And the constant choice of not ignoring. Talking about being present. Talk about being present. Just gonna use this computer to switch over to Instagram. We live on Instagram too. All the experiences. Oh man, it's good. Sound vibration. Oh, they just reminded the sound vibration. This sound vibration assisted the alignment. This, say something. When the sound vibration come out, does this shit align? Yeah. This how it started. That's what they just said now. And you say, oh, let's play some music. They would say, oh, sound vibration. Then that's what they say, oh, remember. Because this amplifies in here without even speaking. So when you speak it, without this, you that's where the first. So then they say, just feel good about what you're saying. That's what they just said. Just, when you feel good about what you're saying, that shit should align. Woo! So how good do you feel about the shit you saying? Whenever you speak, whenever the sound vibrations come forth, how good do you feel about that? Again, talk about being present with yourself. So give thanks, young God, for the reminder of the sound vibration. marketplace. I check. Just that simple. Easy peasy.
Easy like a Sunday morning. Easy like a Sunday rising.
Yeah, man. Easy like Sunday. That's another reason. Yeah. Being intentional with the portals. Conversation recently about holy days, holidays, holy days, ritual days, Halloween, Christmas, Easter, all these celebrations, 4th of July. And my person is one who's instructed to, again, energy is energy, to accept it as it is. And if you're aware that there's an abundance of it, especially if it's already high vibrating anyway, it's a celebration. We're having fun and shit. Oh, turn down for what? We just say, oh, the energy is here. So we can just use some. And that's a subtle yet major intention of Soulful Sundays. 11 o'clock, 11 is a quarter, 11 o'clock Sunday, church hour. So even if we got together like this, very little to share, but then the vibration, a whole, so much more has been shared and transpired. There's been less with the words, just with the energy. Because what we're doing is we're opening up to the portal that's been here since whoever said, let's put church at Sunday. Let's put the Sabbath on the Sunday and worship at, say, 11 o'clock, 10:30, 11 o'clock. 9, 10, 11, 12, let's put this, since they started doing that, we tapped into that portal. Even though they said for whatever reason why they did it, people get together in transparency and opening up. A lot of at least that's the intention, to come together with believers.
Alchemist.
Come on now. Yeah. But there you have it. Soulful Sunday, Soulful Discussion. So whether you come here in person, whether you tune in, or whether you don't tune in, and you just open, even without even understanding this broadcast, we are affirming as custodians of the space, of this portal, that you receive all the inspiration, the love, the uploads, the confirming, affirming, in your own language, in your own way, during this time. Yes, to feel the fullness of your soul. Go ahead.
Alchemist, alchemize.
Child, yeah.
Thou art caught up thou such, curated from as below, so above with what you see, internally be able to alchemize. I guess that's another thing. No. That's
Alchemize.
like writer's right.
Right.
Director's direct. Painter's paint.
Indeed.
Shouldn't be lazy or lethargic or on that type of area. I said, I'm using filter words, but don't stray away from it.
Yes. We were just.
At first, here's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Early in our journey with realizing our superpowers it was like again sticking to the walls. I'm like putting holes in the walls and everything, punching through things like, cause I'm saying metaphorically, like Hulk when he first discovered his superpower.
right, yeah.
Like, but now you know how to use it gently, but you're scared of it. But now, being around other rhythms and patterns and frequencies to unlearn and giving grace to all the ways that I would use, we would use our energy or transform it, but it wouldn't necessarily be, the cause and effect wouldn't be as intentional or as effective. But now exposing ourselves, expanding ourselves to different ways, like I said, right? That we can alchemize what's in front of us is a part of our journey and cycles today, day by day. Being more fluid as that, being at the seam of what it seems. Like as we said earlier, like light and darkness. A lot of layers to that, a perspective of light and darkness, but like if we are the vessel between that,
Right.
you gotta look at both sides and be able to show light or balance it on both ends of what you need it to be for your cycle as well too.
Excellent. So as another trigger come up from that poetic language, I admit it. Alchemize. There's a theory that there's certain powers that wish to say depopulate Earth, genocide, whatever you want to call it, just getting rid of them, just cut them out, getting rid of them. So, and they're going hard at that. So that and people are talking about it, what they call a conspiracy theory, theories, the Illuminati, the Rothschilds, and shit like that. All this talk about this stuff. So this is the ultimate alchemy. If so much energy is put around the death, the depopulation, the killing off, we just simply use that energy to promote life, the ascension. You see? And how is that done? This is how it's done. We give them the secrets now. If it resonates, it's a theory. It's a theory.
I'm listening.
So then we share, how does this theory apply then? Okay, like the shit we talk about. We honor the free will of those who choose to do that. The same as God had a conversation with the devil, they said about Job. God said, check him out, go holler at it. Do what you do to him. God had a conversation. So about us, I said, oh, you got this strong man? Ain't no money out there? Oh, y'all got a good game going on. Shit, we ain't gonna stop you. Because that's what you choose to do. And since there's no stopping you, and you ain't gonna stop me. That's the way the law works. So that's how we use since you ain't gonna, so there's no resistance.
Repeat that.
Child.
Repeat that. I'm feeling you, but it's like I'm feeling some tones of grace. I'm feeling some tones of, but like still break down the analogy.
Okay, we're gonna individualize it.
No.
If there's any person in your individual life that you would like to change, it's like, man, if you keep doing this and the way it's hurting me. I'm gonna keep hurting about the shit you do.
Yes, it is.
To the degree that you want to change that person is the same degree that's offering resistance to your growth. Because the law says, by you want to change them, they want to change you too.
So you saying, so far it's a checkpoint. I know we still along the path.
Yeah, but this is it.
The point.
This is it. This is the essence of it. Yeah.
You said the same way you give thanks and gratitude for our choice, if we will, to honor ourselves in the light, or to a certain, on that end, to those who engage in compared to on the other end of the pole, on the spectrum, color spectrum, circle, spiral.
Yeah.
Conceptually, to those allow and also be in that same joyful and gratitude mood for those that just honor the fact that we all have a free will.
Yes, would suggest you don't not to be in like joy and excited. Would you say peace?
At peace. Because it's a difference
Being at
between
peace,
peaceful and joy.
right? Because when you're at peace, how someone else exercises their free will, even though you understand that may be going against what they believe, they be hypocritical, and it may be coming at you, and you may feel a certain way because it's not like they're doing it against somebody else. It's like, yo, you go do this to me, and I see what you're doing. You know, I see what you're doing. We know what you're doing, but you'll keep coming this way. You know, to the degree that you're at peace with how because they chose that for whatever reason, it's to the degree that you free yourself. Because otherwise, if you feel a certain way, then that's you feeling a certain force about you, which means that you're stopping you because you're not at peace with you.
Okay, we know the symptoms. We know the symptoms. Let's get back to your prescription. I'm down with that. I'm down with your prescription.
That is
and,
that.
And we analyze the diagnosis as sciences.
Oh,
but
it's practice. The prescription is practice.
Practice and application.
Right, because they the epitome of self-reflection, self-aware. And if not throughout the day because of your schedule, at bare minimum every evening before the sunset. You know, some scripture, somebody said something about don't let the sun set on a dispute between you and somebody else and shit. What if that shit is on the inside of you? What if you got a disagreement with you on the inside? Do not let that shit, the sun set with that shit being unsettled. Because then when you go to rest, you resting in an uneasy rest because you fighting on the inside while you want to get some rest. That could be a reason why some people don't get good quality rest or sleep. Some people say sleep or rest. Because without the self-reflection, having a conversation with self about, man, they were just fucked up, but this shit, but then it's been on at the same time. From the law says, why are we seeing it that way? Why do we choose to have this experience for ourselves? Why are we seeing it that way? What's up with this on the inside? Because that's matter. Because it's on the inside. Why is this shit on the outside? So where are you on the inside? Bottom line is, this shit though is so fucked up on the outside. Whether it be family, friends, co-workers, job, road rage, whatever it is. The question becomes, where are you on the inside? More specifically, the science, which energy center? Major one from the root to the crown. Which one of these 7 major energy centers is projecting this experience out here?
I'm just taking note.
Yeah, good, because this is what rubber meets the road at. And then this is because you move into non-judgment, being at peace with everything. Because when you become at peace with everything, including the so-called major thing of the Illuminati, the government. But when you start out with you can start with the people around you. My person started all the way around. We started with the government because my person was doing this Moorish shit. It was like sovereign right to travel. And so we started with the motherfucking government. We said, okay, fine, y'all got it. That was Spirit said. Spirit said, let them kill, let them do what they do. You know what's happening, so you just move different. You move how you move, and don't mess with them. That was in 2013. And being obedient to that, and then it trans down to the people I'm going to deal with. Because it was easy for the government. And now dealing with the goddamn people on an everyday basis. And here we are some 10 years later saying, it works. Because the government, we've been cool with the government, and everybody in this dimension. The more every day we do this practice of letting them be them, it should have been smoothing out. And we ain't been doing nothing except just that. And because of that, we say less. Because what else can we say? You being you. What can we do except that shit? We ain't gonna say shit except say, oh.
Backtrack.
Yeah, go ahead.
You said again, like, be your own emotional mechanic when you hear something is off on the inside, like, but explore it from a point of like prescription, you suggest like purposely whatever. In my mind, I'm imagining if it's like some fearful things, it's at the root chakra.
Yeah.
So then you play a lot of like binaural beats or like a lot of songs or meditations dedicated towards that at night with the practice, application, and repetition of it. That's what you're getting at. Okay, and then also as well, if it's another example would be like if it's something dealing with love and just your capacity to love, just go on YouTube at night, play some heart chakra binaural beats, like, or like just play some really loveful songs, man.
Right. Cry and shit.
And heal,
Yeah,
exactly.
man.
Like,
Yeah.
be your own emotional or whatever past things you got.
Yeah.
Journal about it, or like use any tools and media. And not everything is one, but like for your your specific frequency, do whatever works for you. But all those are just examples that come to my head when I first think of he's saying in the practice, application, and repetition of it. When you first driving a car, you hear something off when you're talking and speaking. For him, he noticed it was a lot of his views that he could have developed it further, not just from being a sovereign more.
Right, yeah.
He's seen ways he could further it with the practice, application, and repetition to be at peace with himself, which included just slowly seeing ways he can make it unique, life unique to him, curating it with those values that align, more aligned, less aligned, in that type of way. Not looking at it as like bashful or light and darkness, or like, it's absolutisms,
Right.
per se. Just more like you said, his person said. We take it in. Sponge, man. Sponge.
So this book here, Emotional Wellness Workbook, copyright 2018. Got the picture of the 7 major chakras on the back, right?
Come on.
So, a quick cliff notes of that book, from my person's modality, the breath of life training of the boat. It is suggesting, as he mentioned, the root chakra and fear, right? The organ is the kidneys, the element is water. And there's an association with all of those 7 a person has. But the main thing is this. There's a general theory that from chakras 1 through 5 deal with emotions. Root, fear, the sacral, worry, the solar plexus, anger, sadness with the heart, grief with the lungs, throat chakra. And chakras 6 and 7 deal more so with our law of correspondence, our Akashic records, Tahuti, Thoth, the all-seeing God, the omniscience of God, intuition. It's more so being able to see both sides, to see the unseen, the pineal gland. And the crown chakra is more associated with being able, as it connects to the all, being able to physically feel the connectedness to whatever we choose to. Either all things at once or whatever individual, because we're connected to the essence of all things. So to the degree that Joe is speaking, our emotions, fear, worry, anger, sadness, and grief, are vibrating at the highest. So there's love, there's courage, there's joy, there's confidence, and there's patience. In the throat, there's patience. So if we focus on those virtues of the same energy center, so you got the grief. If the grief is in the throat chakra, that peace comes in, and patience and peace, because grief is usually about something happened in the past. You can't let go. Sorrow, throat chakra, thyroid gland. So we're slow. We're not Mercury's the fastest planet. Throat chakra, Mercury, communication.
We say grief is like throat chakra.
Right. And so with that grief, we talk about things in the people, talk about things, wish it was this way, and back here, and back there. They talk about the things in the past.
Stuck and bottled up.
Right.
Okay.
Like a broken record. So Mercury, so that one is off. And so that forgiveness and being at peace with it, the serenity prayer, being at peace opens us all up. And so again, just by shifting to the other vibration of those emotions, which is a different name, the same energy center. But again, and we can recognize how the experience shows up. How we respond to whatever the experience is, how we respond to it is generally from an emotional perspective of one of these things. If we ain't mad about it, maybe sad about it. Maybe we go, oh man, but this happened, now let's go carry on for this so we can't forget about this. You know, or we're just afraid and be like, oh shit, I'm scared of shit. So all this shit happening, and that's how we know which energy center. And my person, generally goes with the crystals. But you mentioned like even, the binary beats, the incense, the aromatherapy, the colors, the candles, whatever it is that you resonate with. Now you have a target point to harmonize because you can tell based upon the experience. You know where it's hit.
Okay, let's take it even further in context.
Right.
With our person, we journal a lot, but we're just collecting data, a lot of observation with it. But we still take breaks from it. But now that you're giving me more awareness of what to use with the data, like once we collect it. But then at our stage now, it's still points where we're at peace, but then that's all five of our emotions are in check. But I'm still in my mind chilling though. So like, but my third eye chakra is not all the way aligned sometimes. Even though I'm at peace with my emotions, I be in la la land sometimes. Like I don't want to say but then those are sometimes I see where I need to work on. Where like they might try to call you like ADHD when you just chilling, but your mind just like this, and this. Your emotions and everything could be in line from basic trust, creativity, your power, your healing, communication, but like your awareness and everything just still like just everywhere else, like a busy bee. That's what, like that reminds me a lot of certain points. So I'm saying just certain ways I would probably have to heal more, not to target it specifically but from my data that I'm seeing, I'm giving y'all like just personal like conclusions,
Right.
hypotheses, but we're gonna come back with the results of the variables next week.
Do have a question though.
What's up?
Just for clarity, you're saying the emotions are set in check, saying you're at peace while you're observing the multiple thoughts run through the astral, the mental, the heavens.
Not multiple thoughts. It's more like a pleasant stream flow of consciousness.
It's going on. It's like I'm telling a story. While you're at peace. So what seems to be the
I put this in context of film. I put this in context of.
This is who you are.
Of film. I put it in context of like certain things that we of studying and note of human behavior, being present with the stimuli in front of me of human behavior, and seeing other layers to it. That's where I attribute to the awareness factor, like our power or our God force within our third eye to be more aware of the different layers of the stimuli in front of us, not just as like a cause and effect or like dialectical materialism, blaming the clouds for the rain. My mind will run in a pleasant stream of flow of consciousness of a lot of pleasant stories, like of storytelling. But then also still, it's just certain things I would notice with other people around me that they're trained to notice certain things as well too. Their awareness and third eye is attuned to attuned in a different lens to see certain things that attribute to the project and how we're contributing as well too. So it's just other things that I say like, wow, awareness, expansion, and proving my power and expansion in my awareness chakra of power center. That's where I'm like, okay, I'm at peace with my emotions, but I also want to improve our awareness to the stimuli and layers around us as well too. Because I'm seeing there's other ways we be dynamic with it, and I want to challenge ourselves.
Okay. Well, just two things. One, still back to the being at peace and with the steady flowing stream. Because from my person understands, your person is a filmmaker anyway. That should only make sense.
Yeah.
It's
always constantly going.
It seems that, and if you're at peace with what's going on around you, it's like ain't no fires to put out, ain't being chased by a fucking lion. So you're paying more, so you're giving more attention. We don't pay attention, we give attention to more of your higher self, a different part of you, showing you different timelines, different creations that if you choose to, you can allow to manifest in this dimension tonight. That's what it seems like. or just showing you potential pleasantries that you can choose as someone who's operating from this sacral, this joy chakra, the visualization. You know, all this shit, music and watching TV and film, that's it. Oh, down here, because you're putting things together in such a way that's, you know, ooh, so beautiful. So that's that sacral. So as you relax, ideally what you're saying is that you're seeing more of your sacral, the visual, Heteru is the deity, the sacral, Heteru, or Oshun. Oshun, Heteru, that deity. Right, So you tapped into her. That's what it sounds like. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you know, and the other thing I want to say, the second thing is being aware by checking, say, being aware of the experience of how you show up, anger, you know, the other. A more impactful way is also, if something is unpleasant, you say this don't right, just relax and to see which part of the body is being felt in. It's the same thing. Whether it's in the lower area, the abdomen, lower abdomen, upper abdomen, the chest area, the throat area, the head area, you know, headaches, chest, you know, wherever it is, wherever you feel the physical thing, is maybe also an indication of the energy center of the chakra as well. So you can either do the intuitive approach, understanding the emotion and what's associated with it, or you just relax and which one is really saying, look over here, this is what we had over here. Which one is crying? You say, because it's projecting the shit out there. So just feel it. So just saying that's another way, either or. Mm-hmm. Again, as we were saying earlier about, you know, you feeling at peace, and yet this film is running. That's just, from a certain perspective, you're channeling.
I'll give grace.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Yeah. Because the thing is, that if not you was uneasy, and that would be the thing. But if you're at peace and you're doing this, child,
I be shocked by it sometimes. I think that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's it. That's a superpower and full force.
I be shocked by it sometimes.
Yeah.
The things we come up with.
Yeah, it'll settle out.
I be shocked sometimes. If I could close out, be honest with y'all, Soulful Sunday. I be shocked sometimes, like when I'm acting or performing or like just being a vessel to the artistry of the Akasha and like the records. Like I be shocked some of the books I go in the Akasha and check out and pull out. like just what realm or time period I came from, or like just what ancestor said, hey, take this one. I'm like, I'm taking it back in this one. Everybody's shocked, like, where'd that come from? And I'm like, bruh, I don't know. You acting like I really tell you, but it's like that intuitive approach. Like you noticed it, like, hold on, like, here's what you gotta do. And I'm just whether it's through the grapevine or the Library of Alexandria, like, that's in my head. That's how I picture it, like giving grace to it. But sometimes I be shocked. But I'm still in a, like you said, embracing it.
Yeah, man, that's it. That's all about embracing it. Yeah.
I cry a lot sometimes. I've been crying a lot with the waters that flow.
That's beautiful.
Like sometimes I go in, I take a lot, but I'm walking into this room with a lot of water from the last one, like still wet, like from the ocean, like it's an amazing performance. But now after I do it, I'm crying. It's beautiful, like it's that type of. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Like when you really put your heart and soul in this.
Yeah.
The area, it's like you really went in and checked it. Like you still sweating, like you still carrying everything from the portal, like.
Yeah. That's it. Heaven on earth, baby. Oh. You're operating your Christness. Yes. Your manifestation of the uniqueness of the all that you are. Just that simple. Here's the doorbell. Let's see what's happening. It's 12 o'clock too. Maybe the change of the guards. Let's see who may be stepping in.
That's forgiveness. Stop bluffing.
Hi.
Hey,
Sorry.
You're fine.
Oh, good.
How are you?
Fine, and you?
I'm grateful.
Me too. I am grateful also. I'm Gertrude. I go by Trudy also.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasant to meet you as well. You don't have on your robe. I didn't recognize you.
Yeah, dressed down today. One of those days, dressed down days. Yeah.
Give me a second. Let me move this back.
So you're a high priest.
Yeah.
You're a shaman.
Yes.
And you do a shamanic healing?
Yes. Not so much with the sacred plants per se. A lot of shamans is known for their knowledge and expertise in the as plant medicines. So my person is just at the outskirts of serving and administering different plants as the medicines, but more so from the energetic perspective of it. But the same goal is, with the soul and your higher self and the veil and through nature and realizing that you are nature, the elements. Yes.
Oh, good,
Yeah.
because that's my interest, not the plants and all. Although I do do herb remedies, I don't do any medicinal
Right.
treatments. I have no little orange childproof caps or anything anywhere near me.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So that's it.
Yeah.
And even more directly, as part of the conversation that we were just having, was more about intentionality. Realizing that the things that we use, whether it be the herbs, the plants, the crystals, the sound vibrations, the binary beats, the crystal bowls, the singing bowls, and all these things are tools, to allow us to remember at some point to when we still our beingness, we come to this place of absolute stillness as far as being moved by, say, emotions that are less high vibrational. That's the thing, less high vibrational. Or in other words, the more calm we are able to feel and experience the peace of God that surpasses all understanding. And from this place of peace, which indicates our communion with God, so therefore those things that we speak and say from this place generally will manifest more as we say them, because we're one with God at that point.
Yes.
So that's ultimately my person's, as the high priest, it encompasses all the, the different modalities, shamans, the guru, different titles, master. Really we're saying is that, because I admit is the ultimate reminder that we're reminding personally and everyone else that we are the embodiment of y'all in our own unique way. And so the same as he just simply as being one with God, Yeshua, commanded things, the peace, the water, Satan, just commanded things, just spoke it with a sound vibration. Everything else was for people, get some mud put on your eyes, do this, do that, pick up your mat and walk, do this. So something you had to do and something physical just to show in this physical dimension, but it was really, because of your belief and what was going on, but the other stuff was to assist. So just like Yeshua is about us understanding our sound vibration carry that much power, especially when we come from that place of feeling vibrationally the peace of God that surpasses all understanding, which indicates there's no judgment, you're not in the past with some stuff, not in the future with you're right here present, and you feel the totality of it. Then you just speak and simply maneuver from this place. So
How much do you charge for your shamanic healings?
it depends on which you're looking to get involved with. On the low end, it's simple reading. Mainly actually donations for the most part. Simple, keep it simple. Donation based.
And what's your donation ranges?
Some people on the high end, some people on the low end, as far as their resources. So whatever's on the heart. This is,
Would you accept $100?
yes.
can I schedule a shamanic healing from you?
Absolutely.
When? And what's your schedules like?
Is during the day or in the evening better for you?
Weekends are better for me, and evenings are better for me.
Okay. Yeah. He has to leave at 12, he said already, so,
It's a pleasure. Yes, sir.
Enjoy Soulful Sunday. Continue embracing what Mother said. You came to the right place. Or you embraced the right person.
I realize that.
Peace and love.
and light and wholeness and everything. Indeed. Yeah. So what you say it was which when is better? Sorry again. Oh,
Weekends are optimal. Evenings, Mondays and Tuesdays are good for me.
okay. We can do Tuesday. Tuesday's open.
Oh,
Tuesday evening.
Tuesday evening. Okay.
Right.
Okay. What time?
7. What time is good?
7
for you?
is good.
7.
7 is it's real good for me. How long does this last?
About an hour.
Okay.
60 minutes.
Okay.
Give or take. If we go over, that's cool. A little bit less, whatever. That's time requires.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you very much. And what am I supposed to? How am I to benefit from this?
Well, how are you looking to benefit? Let's start with that, because it's about you. This is the save time now by getting our intention set.
Yes. Okay. So I want to clear any blockages that I'm unaware of.
Okay. Okay.
Pretty much.
Okay. Well, do you have any that you are aware of that you? Well, no. Just being curious.
No.
Okay. So we shall have a heart touch therapy in the sound bowl. Heart touch therapy is a session where we actually, in fact, we'll send you a video. It's about a 15-minute video where you can actually see walking through it. HEART is an acronym for Holistic, Energetic, Acusage, Reiki, and Tapping. HEART, H-E-A-R-T. Holistic, Energetic, Acusage, Reiki, and Tapping. And Acusage is a combination of acupressure and massage. So you basically, you sit up on a stool, you have access to your back, and we just administer a little acupressure, some tapping from your head, down the spine, back, certain energy centers, just releasing any stagnant energies. And then from there, after that session, again, the video will walk you through that. And then you will simply relax. Then we will continue as you relax with the sound bath to harmonize and bring into harmony your major energy centers once we have cleared them with the heart touch therapy. Yes.
I'm putting this on my calendar.
Yes, good idea. It should be the same.
And I'm so glad I persevered.
Well,
Because I want to get a shamanic healing ASAP.
okay.
Because I'm thinking I would benefit from it
Yes.
on all levels.
And so shall it be. Okay. Good thing we pulled this calendar up. This Tuesday actually is not good.
Okay.
The 23rd is available.
Um,
Let's see, Saturday.
23rd is even better.
Okay, 23rd, yes.
Financially and otherwise.
Awesome.
when I came to your door, I realized there's a different energy there.
Yeah. How different?
Oh, major different. Because I was all in angst
Okay.
about my time of arrival
Uh-huh.
and anything else.
Okay, right.
And I was so happy to be confronted with a different energy.
Yeah.
So that's wonderful.
Give thanks. Give thanks for the acknowledgement. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's it. You know, being intentional with the practice of connecting with that same piece my person speaks about. You know, just having a lifestyle that allows a person to really connect with that piece. So it manifests. It shows up as more, you know, more calm, just more. Because we just practice walking with God like that.
And I try to do that on my own, and I'm successful to
Yes.
a larger degree.
Yes, yes.
I will sit quiet and I don't turn on the TV. I don't turn on the radio. I'll listen selectively to music or even watch TV.
Yes,
I do a lot of listening to TV when I'm out of the house and about things on the radio, on the telephone, and in the car.
yes.
But I do like that quiet peacefulness. Um, Looking forward to hearing from God in whatever way God decides to communicate with me.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm so happy that Temple Mother Earth exists.
Same here. You know, I was coming in just talk about it, you know, our experiences, yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things found out that is makes a difference is movement. You know, stretching, especially at night. You know, when that quiet time, because the moving and the stretching allows the releasing of the old programming. You know, the stuff, the things that we experienced and believe and took in as a child from our early childhood. The residue may be still here. So as we continue to just move, just stretch, you know, that might be like formal yoga, this and the other, just stretching and just breathing. We're releasing the program because it's a physical thing. The energy is physical. Like certain stiffness we have is because energy isn't flowing. It's like stagnant energy, which promotes more stiffness, arthritis, and things like that a lot of times. And that when it's not moving, what is there is, you know, when you see a shock of, oh man, that thing, like these memories that we have of things that happened in the past that wasn't pleasant. Those memories are there because of the stuck energy. So the energy comes up as forms of memories that we have of these experiences. And so the more that we move, we release the attachment to those experiences that was unpleasant. Either we forget about them, stop telling the story, or the story shifts and changes. Because we never said, I used to be so bothered by that, but now I see it a different way, I understand, and because the energy's flowing and moving.
Yes.
And now what's taking that place is that God's content, because now you be more of God, God's giving you insight on what happened, on how it was for you, the lesson there, and you begin to get the lesson and you release the different perspective because the energy's moving, because you begin to move as you begin to in your relaxed time. So movement is very, very important. That's the only caveat that I have to that. Nightly movement as you reflect over the day and, you know, do your checklist. Any type of movement and just stretching, that adds to it. It adds to it.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I'll begin to engage in such. said any type of movement.
Any type. So I mean, do the same thing. My person can't even touch his toes, so we just do like back stuff. We just lower back stuff, upper back stuff. Just
I can touch my toes.
see you good. Right. So whatever limitations that you may find or something, or stiffness or anything like that. So just explore your own body, just move and just check in with it. Yeah.
The one time that I ventured here and experienced sound bathing
Yes.
for the first time.
Uh-huh.
I've seen it on video, YouTube and things like that,
Right. Uh-huh.
and been lectured on it, and almost experienced such at a friend's gathering, but with the socialization that was going on at the time, it didn't take center stage.
Right. Okay. Uh-huh.
But it was in that environment I learned to do, I probably shouldn't be admitting this, but I learned to do wall push-ups.
Okay. Uh-huh.
I find that to be quite beneficial.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Because prior to knowing that, I didn't do that.
Right. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. That's how simple it is. See? Yeah.
Because you don't know what you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Until you set yourself up to be exposed to it, and then you know what you don't know.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, and that's what I want to do in my attending Soulful Sundays.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Here we are.
Lovely, lovely.
Yes. Experiencing the fullness of our soul.
May I set my bag down?
Absolutely. Make yourself at home. Got some tangerines over there, some halos or something. Some fruit on the table.
I'm getting a gluttonous spirit under control.
Okay. That's it. Know thyself. Self-aware,
Absolutely. I unaware was 50 pounds heavier, and was able to shake 50 pounds, and now I'm trying to figure out how do I shake 50 more.
Okay. How'd you do the first 50?
Through a strict intermittent fasting, and I am vegan. I was vegan when I engaged in that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Sounds like the only thing to add is maybe some more movement. Because you add some movement up in there, because your metabolism, you keep that up and add some movement, and you sound like you wall push up, stretches.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I got a couple of stretching tools
Uh-huh.
at home.
Yeah.
That as a result of this conversation, I believe by the 23rd, I can say that I've been putting them into practice.
Okay. Okay. That's excellent. Excellent. So the text out real quick to see if, because there's some people that came for combo healing, combo section, and they're,
With the frog?
yeah. Uh-huh. Just checking to see if you want sound out that one. send a text see if they want the sound back at 1 o'clock over there. It's 12:22 now. 12:22.
I know. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Congratulations on your journey, because the way the theory goes about law of attraction, and whenever you're ready, the student will appear, the teacher will appear, things like that. The sound bath and Mother Earth, and just a connection to assist you when you're already doing it. And now it's time to get a little bit of in an environment that can help you, teamwork. Teamwork. Yeah, right.
It's the dream world.
Yeah, right. Because on your own, we get to a certain level on our own, generally speaking, because we're social beings. And so by having a social environment that, for what you do to get closer to God, to do that in a social environment, that cats me out. Let me get together to socialize and relax, have a good time, turn up, get something to drink, party, hey, they socializing, having a good time. But then you say, we socializing to feel more the essence of the all, connect more with God.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's.
I mean, yeah.
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 So this,
As quiet as it's kept.
right. As quiet as it's kept. Yeah. So discussions, potluck on Monday, so there's different events that we have, just a different type of socializing, but the essence is the same.
Okay. And I'm speaking with the high priest, so I'm taking your words as they are.
Yeah. But it's just that simple.
Yeah.
That's why,
I'm thinking so too. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And experiencing the benefits of taking the time to do that.
Yeah. Yes, that's the key right there. Yeah.
Making that a priority. Is that what is that? There is a sound, hertz or
Hertz, binary, beat something. Frequencies.
and there's supposed to be one that accesses the spirit energy. I'm not sure.
Well, what does it do to you? What does it feel like? What's happening?
Well, I was listening to this session on radio,
Yeah.
and this person, I guess he was from South America, I'm not sure. He was being introduced, or the show was kind of to present him to us, the listeners. And he was talking about the sound vibrations and how popular music is not the sound vibration that accesses the spirit.
Sounds like he may be referring to the frequency. A440 is the general tuning frequency. Like you say, pitchforks or the music scale is tuned. A440 is the standard tuning, whereas prior to around 1960 it was A432. A432 hertz was the frequency of tuning forks, of sound bowls, of instruments. It was an A is the A above middle C on the piano. That middle C in the piano, the C is in the middle. The A above that middle C is the so-called standard of tuning, and again currently it's tuned to A440, 444 hertz, whereas prior it was tuned to 432 hertz. And so there's a theory that the 432 hertz more aligns us to our spirit to, it's more organic for us. And the 440 hertz, because it's slightly off, is not as high of an alignment as the A432. So there's a theory about, again, the popular music that's these days, and it's concerts, classical, whatever matter. It doesn't matter the genre of music, because when they go to tune the instruments, they're all tuning for the most part to A440. And now, but you do have some, you have to Google songs in A432 or songs in A4, so you have to look for them, but there's a few of them out there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And of course, this person that I'm talking about, he lives and breathes that stuff, and he even had tuning forks
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that he was selling.
Right.
So I initially, he convinced me, and I bought one, a 528 or something like
Okay.
that. And then when it came, I questioned whether what am I actually tapping into when I start bringing this tuning fork.
Right.
Because I'm not trying to unaware welcome any energies that I don't want to embrace.
Right. Don't serve your highest good.
It doesn't serve my highest good.
Right.
I know.
Yeah. That's big.
So but I'm thinking that was a second question as opposed to the initial embrace. And I can shut out spirits,
You could, yeah. Makes sense.
and I also can welcome spirits.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm. Beautiful gift.
I'm thinking everybody can do that.
No. That's your shamanic gifts. That's why the more that you relax, people ideally will be coming to you to assist them. For those who may be experiencing that.
Um, no, it's so everybody cannot do that.
Well, at least
They don't know to do that.
they may have the potential to,
Yes.
but the access to do it. The same as certain like mediumship, or to hear directly ancestors. Some people can speak with ancestors,
Oh.
contact your loved ones,
And I'm thinking that I can do that too.
It's quite possible. You're quite the oracle here.
I've never, well, no, I've spoken with my dad and I've spoken with my mom. But I think it was unilateral.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Unilateral.
Well, from a carnal perspective, I'm thinking that it was unilateral.
Not sure.
One way, as in here I'm doing.
Oh,
all
okay,
this.
okay,
I don't know
okay.
if it's hitting home.
Right.
That kind of thing.
Right. Yeah.
But I did have a dream for my mom. Now a couple of years ago, and she's deceased. And we were in this house, like deep in the country or something, peaceful, And my aunt came to the door, saw that it was her sister-in-law, she jumped in front of me and she told her, no, go away. My aunt is still, my aunt is also deceased.
Okay.
Um, and then I woke up. And I felt as though death had come and my mother had blocked it.
Uh-huh. Okay. It is possible.
Well, she blocked it.
Right. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. And there are some that actually have dialogues with my person has been present with a few, of course, more women, sisters who are empathic like that. They have given messages and or seen, my person's relatives, and gave messages for some confirmation things like that. So yeah, the potential is there. It's just where is our lane, for to say, and what is our lifestyle that allows us to open up to our full potential, to whatever gifts it may be. That's the whole idea. Which comes back to the peace of God, connecting with God and being at peace. And whatever our spiritual gifts are, they will naturally come. And then our talents will be expanded.
And then subsequent to that, maybe months, maybe a year,
Okay.
my cousin, who's like 30 years older than me,
Mm.
because my mom was like 9 out of 12 or something like that, and the last to have children.
Okay.
Um, she allowed herself to be placed in a nursing home, and in trying to, early on in that process, in trying to communicate with her, she asked me, so you you saw my mother, out of nowhere, she said, you saw my mother recently, and this was after that dream.
She asked you in this.
Yeah, and so I had to say no, because in the wake, her mother is deceased.
But she asked you, have you seen her mother?
She never asked me that question, but after this dream,
Uh-huh.
and she doesn't, her tone and all is not like mine.
Okay.
So she asked, you spoke with my mama? Like, and it just was strange. Why would you ask me something like that? And I had this dream like I had. It wasn't a nice dream. It wasn't a nightmare either. But it wasn't we all didn't come together and,
Right.
and
Right.
rejoice. And all. So I thought that was strange, but I denied, because I didn't speak to anyone, even in the dream.
You just saw her.
I was just there, and my mother intervened and did whatever speaking that was necessary.
Oh.
So
Okay, that's good. I was about to. Okay. Yeah. You did. Okay. You didn't necessarily lie. It's just that's okay. Just wanted that clarity, because that makes a difference.
well, we were Christians, so but dreams are relevant.
Didn't Daniel interpret dreams or something like
Yes,
that? So
yes.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's even more reasons to be attentive.
Yeah, but I guess she's considered having backslidden.
Uh-huh.
I say all that to say it wouldn't be relevant for me to, and then her memory is not supposed to be, her memory is not showing itself as being reliable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And it was it's something though. It's definitely something.
So I've stopped trying to
We can do these tangerines over here.
stay in contact with her. And I was the one who would, over time,
Oh no, you got anything. We'll have one for you then.
it's not that I can't eat, I just don't want to eat just to be eating.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I see you don't have that problem, and that's a good thing.
Well, no, we've been up for quite some time, you know. 6 something like that, maybe 7. So took a walk in the forest earlier. So I was up being kind of active. So this is the body saying, let's have at least something. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm telling you all of this.
It's relative to who you are.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I.
Insight to Shaman Oracle Gertrude.
I'm a Leo.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's seemingly astrologically significant.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Um,
And how so to you? How so to you?
it
What
is
way?
what it is. If that helps explain me, then all the better. That's what it is to me. But if it doesn't, then it, it doesn't.
A little
You're
bit.
really enjoying that. That's good.
Yeah. But we're also opening up to the Leo. Because also there's a lot of times the Leo was called your sun sign.
Yes.
A lot of times your moon sign and your rising sign plays major impacts on how you show up also.
I'm a Pisces moon. I don't know what my rising sign is.
And see that Pisces moon, that resonates more than the sun in Leo. Well, because of the Pisces moon.
Depending on where I'm at and when I'm there.
Okay, so far, from our experience, we can see the Pisces.
Because I don't want to mispresent myself. I'm a real Leo.
Right. But again, the rising sign also plays a factor in the time. There are many factors, you know. Yeah. And you have more insight to who you are outside of this environment. Because maybe when you come here, as the energy shifts because of the space, it maybe accent a different aspect of you. Whereas outside of here, maybe a different aspect is highlighted because of the energies you're dealing with out there too. That makes sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm.
Yes.
Like the environment will bring out a different aspect of who we are.
I try to be consistent as far as my connection with spirit,
Mm-hmm.
creative, everything. I try to be 24/7.
Yes. Now being consistent, what that say a lot.
And aware,
Right. Huh?
aware of its consistency.
Yeah. And see the thing with that is how it manifests may not be always consistent because of the nature of spirit and the nature of who we are.
Evident in the ecological system.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's a full-time job, being aware of how spirit manifests.
Right. You know, so I don't beat myself up. I
Right.
just try.
Uh-huh. Now, how the way it manifests is the way spirit chose to manifest this time. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Gotta get a napkin for this one. This one got a lot of juice on it. Get a napkin right there.
I didn't take the tags off. I'm not trying to hide anything. I just think this is a beautiful plant. I'm actually going to go back and get one for my house.
Okay. Where would you like to place it? You can place it where you think where you.
Well, no. I want Temple Mother Earth to enjoy it and place it
Okay.
where it's deemed it should be.
So shall it be then. What did the plant tell us?
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You see where it would best feel it could serve best.
Can I share with you something that happened yesterday to me?
Absolutely.
Oh, good. I'm so glad
Yeah.
that I can talk to you. I've been looking for a therapist, and I was drawn to call someone from Pathway,
Okay.
and we talked for an hour. But shortly after I told her my intention and all, she started hacking and all,
Uh-huh.
and said that I should excuse her because she has allergies. And spirit is like telling me I can't ignore that reaction to me,
Right. Yeah.
because carnally you could say
Allergy.
allergies,
Right.
but something else is there for her to. But all in the same vein, she said, I'm welcoming. But spirit is telling me this is irrelevant now, but the spirit told me you're getting two messages at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And how can I be vulnerable and open up my spirit in this climate?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That is so in this climate that is such that it is. So yesterday, and I say that to justify me wanting to say something to someone other than spirit.
Okay.
I've been looking for a counselor and having the weirdest experiences,
Okay.
as though people didn't want to know my truth
Hmm.
or didn't care to know my truth. Both. But anyway, so yesterday, I've come to terms, I listen to the radio a lot.
Okay.
I may not turn on the TV, but I listen to voices feeding into me via the radio.
Okay.
So I need to limit that as well. And diversify it as well.
Okay.
And so what I would do habitually, I'm trying not to do, but I did listen to University of America station, 88.5 FM.
Okay.
Um,
American University?
yeah,
Okay.
American University. I don't know why I said that. I guess I'm tensed and all pent up and all, and I need to relax and flow.
Yes. Remember to breathe.
Cause I have a certificate in breathology.
Mama, eye your handy candy?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Yes.
And I practice it, but not intensely.
See?
Yeah.
So, in other words, you're gonna begin to practice it more intensely. Is that what you're saying, or you're not saying that either? More intentionally. Are you saying you're gonna begin? You saying you're gonna begin to be more intentional with the training that you receive? Is that what you're saying?
I will apply it to me as I deem necessary, knowing that there's more to it.
Here's a little caveat for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you simply practice it, like every day, like just practice it, it will, along with the little movement of stretching, it's the catapult, it's the rocket ship, it is the fast track, it is your beginning to move exponentially now into who it is that you're on your way to becoming.
And that's true. Are we by ourselves right now?
We are, except for the line, people. We can
Huh?
shut this down. We can go offline too if you want to.
I would like to.
Yes, all right, you heard that. It's 12:50 anyway. It's about to, we got to shut this thing down.
Because I would like to share with you something in private.
Yeah, so we've started our session already, so
High priest.
catch y'all next time. Toodles. All right, close you guys up. I'll tell you, that's where you see you next. Oh, there's no Soulful Sundays next Sunday. We'll be back the following Sunday. FYI.